Hi, my name is Robert. Please read the comments in the About section of this video. It has valuable information and updates. My YouTube channel has a disclaimer video that I encourage you to watch. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you found what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching.
Excuse my appearance, just got done doing a rear main seal and a front mount, which was oily, greasy. I'm dirty, sweaty, no big deal. But I wanted to bring you this video because somebody asked me a question. They believe that they got some bad gas in their vehicle. Somebody gave them a gas can, it has some gas in it, they put it in their car, and now they suspect that they have water in their gas tank and in their fuel system. So this video may be a solution to that. Hopefully it is. So let me go ahead and get started. First of all, just want to encourage everybody, never ever take gas out of a stagnant gas can, put it in your car. That'll be the most expensive free gas you ever got. If there's any water in it at all, condensation, whatever, and that gets into your fuel system, your car cannot fire on water, condensation, whatever. It'll shut you down. And this may also work if you pump bad gas at a gas station. And I suspect this is similar to what mechanics do to get your car free from contaminations in your fuel tank. I have a video link below that shows you how fast water sinks to the bottom of a fuel tank or a container with gas in it. Water is heavier than gas, sinks to the bottom real quick. Fuel pump sucks it up, sends it in your fuel lines, sends it up to your engine and tries to process it through your fuel injection combustion chamber. That just simply does not work. So what you have to do is get all of the water, moisture, contaminants out of your fuel system, and this might work. I'm not 100% sure. First thing you want to do is pump all of the water or fuel and water out of your gas tank. What I would do is, my fuel filter is down here. I would disconnect my fuel filter. I would put that fuel line into a large glass container. I would activate my fuel pump either by cycling my key or jumping my fuel relay. I would let that fuel pump all of the water / fuel out of my tank until I was just about absolutely sure there was no more water in the tank. Now, your fuel pickup is in the bottom of the tank. The water should be in the bottom of the tank. So if you put a clear container in there, you let that fuel pump into that container, you should see when you are no longer getting water out of the tank. So you catch some of it, you look in the bottom of the glass container. If you see water in it, clean that out, pour that out, pump some more in there for 30 seconds or so, and keep doing that about a half a gallon or gallon at a time until you see no more water come out of that line connecting to your fuel filter, and shut it down. Of course, you want your vehicle to be sitting on a flat level surface when you're doing all this, so that water could be at the lowest point and your fuel pump could pick it all up and get it out of your system. The next thing I would do is disconnect my fuel line at the fuel rail that has your fuel injectors, or I would open up the end of the fuel rail. I would activate my fuel pump, push the fuel through there a gallon or half gallon at a time until I was sure I had no more moisture or water coming out. So now I've got all the moisture or water coming out of my fuel tank. Now I've flushed the lines up to the fuel injector, made sure all of the water or moisture was through my fuel line up to the injectors. Then I would feel comfortable that there was no more water and fuel in there. I'm not cranking the car, I'm running the fuel pump, pumping this gas out. The absolute next thing I would do is replace my fuel filter, wherever that is, replace the fuel filter. Next thing I have to do is flush the contaminated fuel, water, moisture, whatever, out of the combustion chamber of the car. So I would remove my spark plugs, which would say pull your spark plug cover off, pull your wires or coil packs off, remove your spark plugs. Now your cylinders are open to the air. Your injectors are still spraying fuel or water, whatever, into the combustion chamber. But if you crank your car, that fuel or water contaminated that may still be in the actual injectors will pump that fuel that you've now got in your fuel line, your 100% fuel, through those injectors. And as you crank the car, the water, fuel, or whatever will be coming out of your cylinder holes. Now, I would disconnect my ignition system so that my spark plugs are not trying to spark, but I would have my fuel pump, my fuel injectors working, and as your pistons go down and up, they will be ejecting that moisture out of your cylinders. And I would do that for probably a minute or two to hopefully get to the situation where there's no moisture or water in your fuel injectors. All of that has been pumped into your cylinders and hopefully ejected out of your cylinder. Now, because your spark plugs are removed, hopefully most of that water, fuel, whatever, has been ejected from your cylinders. Now you need to dry out those cylinders from fuel, water, whatever's in there, because your combustion chamber needs to be pretty much dry in order for your car to start. So you let that stuff air out for a few hours, or you blow compressed air down in there to try to air that out. At any rate, you want that area dry and free from water, especially. Hopefully there's nothing in there left but fuel. After that has aired out, dried, either a few hours or overnight, whatever it is, the thought is that you now have pure fuel coming out of your tank, through your fuel lines, through your injectors, and into your combustion chamber. There is a slight chance that there is still water or residue of water in your fuel tank. There's a product called HEAT, H-E-E-T, that is designed to displace water from fuel. I would get a half tank of gas, or however much that product advises you to put in the tank. You add that heat to your fuel tank to displace any remaining water from it. Then you let that sit however long the product recommends, hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. You put your spark plugs back in, put your ignition coils or spark plug wires back on your spark plugs. You hook up your ignition system. Now you want to try to start your car. Hopefully it'll start and run again, and all of the water or moisture or other contaminants will be out of your fuel system. I'm not 100% sure if that's what mechanics do, but I do know when people take on water at gas stations, it's normally anywhere from $600 to $1,100 to get all of that system cleared out from any moisture or water that's in it. And I would imagine that's kind of a process that they take. I don't know if they remove all the fuel injectors and run fuel through them or not. I just believe that flushing the system out, like I have described, is probably your best chance of getting that system free from the contaminants and getting that car running again. I don't think you have to replace fuel injectors. I can't see why water or other moisture contaminants would stop a fuel injector from flowing fuel through it. It's liquid, it should flow through it. At any rate, it cannot fire in a combustion chamber, so it's got to be flushed out, dried out before your car will fire again with the fuel, spark, compression, and timing. So Hope that helps. I hope it works out for you. Thank you for watching.
If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.